welcome. My name is Imem Jeremiah, and normally I talk about true crimes happening in Nigeria. Please, so if you're joining, if you're just watching us now, or probably you're watching us later on, please kindly subscribe. Click that subscribe button. Comment. I want to see your opinions. I want to see your opinions, comments, and like. And please, guys, share this live. I want this live to go viral. Yes, I want this live viral. So today we are talking about this man, this boyfriend that murdered his girlfriend. Murdered his girlfriend. This man murdered his girlfriend for ritual sake. Confused her. This man confused her. This man confused his girlfriend. Took the girlfriend to took the girlfriend to a herbalist. We don't know what he told his girlfriend. We don't know how he convinced his girlfriend. But somehow he took his girlfriend to a native doctor, a babalawo, and when he got there, he murdered her. He murdered her in cold blood. Now, as if that was not bad enough, this man also collect took the girlfriend's daughter, murdered her too. Murdered her too in cold blood. After doing that, he took the lady's corpse, dissected it, and for ritual sake, the same thing with the daughter. So my question is that after doing that, he flew. He has been caught now, and then he's saying that he murdered his girlfriend because she took his destiny. That the babala probably the babalawo that he took the lady to. It was the babalawo that told him that his girlfriend collected his destiny. It's funny, sorry. It's funny because a whole lot of people believe that things like this can happen. Like somebody can collect your destiny. Like I don't even know how does it even work. Like you have a destiny and somebody can swap your destiny. Okay, you want to swap another person's destiny. uh They swap your destiny. So swap another person. You don't necessarily need to now you're unaliving someone because the person took your destiny. Why not swap and take your destiny back from the person? Not be so you supposed to. That's what you supposed to now. But this man legitimately unalive his girlfriend. His excuse was that she took his destiny. You know why I am talking about this thing is because of how much people, Nigerians, believe these things. Personally, I don't know. I don't know why. It's not as if I'm not saying that this thing does not happen. Or it's not as if I'm not saying that there are no ritualists or does ritualists work or not. I'm saying that the way Nigerians are going about it, the way Nigerians are making it look as if these things are this is the only way you can make money these days is well, an average Nigeria believes that you can take their destiny, you can swap their destiny. And when you start having such thoughts, when you start believing that someone can kind of switch, take your destiny, someone can swap your destiny, it will make you start doing some things that you're not supposed to do. Before now, when we were younger, they used to say that ritualists, so you know those times when they used to do the autokoto, they said they will go inside of the house and vomit money. In this full 2025, a lot of people still believes that you can you you can vomit money in this full 2025. Like I don't understand. Like somebody if you know the way money is printed, eh, you understand that if you know how money is, you understand that some of those things, which number the money will carry. That's the question I want to ask. Like the code, that number that they give money, that they give to money, which number the money will carry. So when we believe these things, when we start believing these things, it's going to make us do what we are not supposed to do. Sincerely, that's personally what I think. When you start believing that people can switch your destiny, people can you can make money from murdering people, like just do one yeri yeri yeri, money will come. That means you can do the undo. When you start, the problem is that when you start believing such thing, uh, you too you'll be easily convinced to do what you're not supposed to do. I am not saying that ritualists do not make money, but let something be clear that normally there are ways where these people make money. These people that murders people and take their part, there are ways they make money. But they will not tell you. They will not tell you. They will just tell you that it's ritual. The person as I do am, the person called the person there inside they burn money for me. Now people make money. You can do this organ trafficking. That thing is a very high rate of um it's this is what's the word? It's really high in demand. And that's see that organ trafficking. They will take your parts and all of that, sell your parts. That is the way me I think that these people make money. Me personally, that is the way I think that these people make money, not by any other spiritual means like people vomiting inside of the toilet, people have one room where they do all these things. I want to know they work since auntie. Uncle, sorry, oh, I don't believe that that one works. You know why I'm saying this? People need to unlearn a lot of things. People need to unlearn. Okay, imagine this man now. He murdered his girlfriend because of he believed in his head, like in his own head, he believed that his girlfriend used his destiny. Uncle, it doesn't work that way. You know they work that way. Like how? She used her destiny. How? So my dear, if people come to you and start telling you stories like that, it's just a way of clouding. You know why I said I don't believe all of those things? The most successful people, the most successful in the world. Because as a matter of fact, now Nigerians have gotten to that stage where they believe that if you do not put your hand inside of bad thing, if you not stay in your hand, you not go make money. Like even if somehow you are doing your hustling, doing one or two things, and somehow you start making money, people would want to kind of tie it to that. Do you know what he did? Do you know what he put his hand to? But truthfully, the most successful people that in Nigeria, some people, the most successful people in the world, I don't talk of Nigeria now, the most successful people in the world, we can trace their money. Nobody there inside house, they vomit for inside of their house. You can actually trace their money. The most successful people, rich people in the world, you see they buy this, they sell this, they buy it 1 naira, they sell it 2 naira. You can trace their money. Now, most times I know that most people do these things. When they do it, they just target that. Okay, oh, they just even want you to believe that they are into this thing because there is no court to prosecute someone for doing juju. If I'm to use that word, no court to persecute you for doing juju. So if you, some people even want you to believe that what they are doing is juju, but in the actual sense, those people are actually committing crime. They're actually doing Those people are all organ harvesters. Those people are doing big, big time crime. Do you understand? But when they want you to do is to believe that, okay, see, oh, blah blah blah, oh, you're doing this one to make money because of course. When you tell people that, okay, I dey do juju, no court go persecute you now. Abi you. Nobody will come and tell you that, okay, if you're doing this one to make money, if you're doing this particular one to make, no court will persecute you. That's what I'm trying to say. So my brother, my sister, at this big age, at this big age, if you still believe that, if you still believe that, oh my person they, so at this big age, if you still believe, if you still believe that someone is, someone is actually, you still believe that someone is actually doing these things and making money from it, huh? There's a problem with you, my brother. There's a problem with you, my sister, because it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's high time we start reorienting our. I know most times we have watched a lot of Nigerian films. We have watched a whole lot of Nigerian films. So those things are kind of part of us. But if if you want to unlearn all those things, you can unlearn it. Work hard. Leave all those shortcuts. All those things are, I feel they're just distraction. Those things are already there as distractions to kind of confuse people from working. I know the country is very hard. Everybody's feeling it. But those things are not the way. They're not the way. Some they will call it Yahoo Plus, which all those things are rubbish. Believe me, all those things are rubbish. 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 See, let me tell you something. The way you're persistent when you're doing something, when you believe that there is no backup, like for instance, now you're grinding, you're doing a particular thing, you're doing your business, and somehow you believe that you don't have a backup. The ginger you have to do that, you would not compare it with when you're doing something and there's a backup. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, for instance, now I tell you that, okay, go and do this thing. Go and do this thing. When you do this thing, I am there. The the drive you have, when you have that mind, when you have the ginger you have, these things are like, will I say, it's like when you're taking something that is kind of motivating you. The ginger you have to do a particular thing when there is a little kind of, when there's backup, and the ginger you have to do something when there is no backup, it's not the same thing. So most times when you see people doing something else, okay, why did this thing now work when I started doing this one? Why did this one start making money because I started doing this one? My brother, you worked hard more. That's just the simple truth. You you worked hard. You worked hard now more as compared to that time when you were not doing that thing. So because this whole every day one story of this one on alive, this one for what sake, oh, Mitra, this one on alive, this one for this one another which sake, oh, Mitra, it doesn't make sense. Like, guy, how long? Okay, you do it today, okay, like this guy now that we are using as a case study. You sell her parts, they took your they took your, what they call it, they took your destiny, Nabi. You sell her parts, you make money from it, the money go finish, Abi. How much you, when the money finish, you I don't understand. Like, when the money finish now, won't you have to work and make another money? Won't you have to work? Okay, your destiny was just that money that you ate maybe for a few months. And the baffling part is that a lot of people like this, I don't know, They get away with it. That's me to me, that's the only reason why I think people will be doing this thing over and over again. Because most times the actual people they are working for are influential people that has all the connection and all of that. So most times they get away with it. And that is why you see them, they would want to do this, as in they would want to do it without thinking of the repercussion, without thinking. See, the heart of men is so wicked. It's so wicked that most times you wonder why people are that wicked, like very very wicked. Now you're doing it. You say she took your destiny, Nabi, so you murdered her in cold blood. Now you're not you're not unaliving her out of annoyance. Did you see where the gist is going to now? You're not doing it now. You're not unaliving her because you were angry. You're unaliving her now because of you're systematic, you're intentional, you're doing it systematically. You took her, you lured her, because according to the post, she was lured. You convinced her, of course, you convinced her somehow. You see how intentional the man was. You lured her, you took her to wherever you took her to the lured her and took her to the babalawo. After taking her to the babalawo, you planned, and somehow you murdered her. Now, as if that was not even bad enough, as if that was not bad enough, you went again. Okay, if the mother took your destiny, what did the daughter do to you? What did the daughter do to you? So all those talk he's saying, all those things that he was saying, I just feel that he's just giving excuses. Giving excuses. Why I'm actually discussing this now, because of I know how easily how Nigerians believe these things. Like sometimes when you sit where people are discussing these things, or more you will marvel. You just be laughing like people can be so believe these things. See, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I do not believe that these things happen. But I mean the way it is explained, the way like they don't say the full story. Do you understand? They don't say the full story. The way it is explained that okay, oh, this one do this one, that one do that, yeah, yeah. The way it is explained, my sister, that one I don't believe. I not gonna lie. Imagine people telling you that someone is inside of the room vomiting money. Oh boy, now that one they laugh. Now that one they off me pass. Like someone is inside vomiting money, vomiting money. You believe? Person tell you that thing, you believe. Funny enough, I believed when I was younger. When I was younger, I believed that somebody go dey inside of the house, they vomit money. It doesn't make sense. No way, my sister. It does not make sense. It does not make sense. And as a matter of fact, now I'm speaking to ladies. If you're with somebody, I'm not saying it's only guys that do this thing, but the cases that have been coming out most times is guys that do it. So let me just say I'm speaking to the ladies now. If you're with someone that keeps standing that way, keeps telling you that okay, oh, see, oh, say we need to do this one or ritual. The person is more like a believer. If you're with someone that is more like a believer, I don't know. I don't know. You should be worried. If the person is not looking at it from the church level, person is not looking at it from the spiritual level, like okay, oh, but the person is saying that more. if if this one happen, I can, if say maybe mine where I get maybe to go do juju, if the person is always sounding that way, you should be worried though. Because the person actually believes that these things work, and if you believe that it works, that means you get as to go hard to you. Get as to go hard, like if you no get that mind, if you no get that mind, then if you're someone that can easily be influenced, then you end up seeing yourself doing these things. Yes. So my people, if this thing is something that you think that is, it's possible, well, my sister, your brain should be examined. Yes, because me, they work, she. It's just people deceiving themselves. Now, a whole lot of things people used to say back then, a whole lot of things now with, if you're very observant, you know that all those things are washing. Do you understand? All those things are big lie. If you remember, there was a time they used to do Obanje. Have you heard of that word Obanje? Where they say when they born this pikin, if they born the pikin know they stay alive before you know the pikin must. I don't know if you've heard that story. We heard a lot of those stories when we were younger. People believed it. My mom used to tell me that okay, that one now you know that word Obanje, sha. That one now Obanje, like eventually that child is still going to die. Like if you born Obanje, nothing you won't do, that child is still going to die. So now my question is that why people know they born Obanje now again? Have you ever thought of it? Have you ever thought why people know they born Obanje again? If truly, truly, truly Obanje was a thing back then, why people know they born him again? Do you know what was happening there? To me, what I believed was happening there was back then they never had this uh, our forefathers, they just got married. They didn't know of all this genotype. They were not doing all of that. So when two people that their their genotype was not doesn't match gets married, they'll have a child, and that child will, of course, fall sick, and eventually that child is going to. It was those SS children that were tagged or banded. Then they doubt them. It was. Do you get like that was how brainwashed brainwashed people were as of then. And now in this big 2025, you want to bring that kind of reasoning. Like, are you okay? Like, are you okay? Like, are you all right in there? Why people need to talk about a boundary again? Tell me why? Why is there no that person now Obanje? Why? I think since I grew up, I've never heard anybody calling their child up. Heard it even with the high, even with this. I've never heard that this family, this man, or he had an abandon. I've never heard it. Why? Do, in other words, this is just what I'm trying to prove to you that with time, you know that this thing does not work. It doesn't work. It does not work. People are just, I don't know. It does not work. The better, the earlier you know that this thing does not work, the better for us, so that you can focus and hustle. You can concentrate and forget, stop thinking of the shortcuts and hustle and hustle. The worst part about this kid that they do now, this ritual that they do now is how easy, how easy It's how easy people are convinced to do it. How easy, how kind of easy people are convinced to do it. Like you see a young boy before you know they say don't go do plus. Which one be plus, auntie? Which one be that one? How how brainwashed people has been with this whole ritual thing. How brainwashed. Why is people not coming to my life? Mm. So my dear, I think I'm going to be ending this live now. But if you end up watching later, please kindly subscribe, comment, like, and share. I'm going to be seeing you in my next one. Bye bye.